Hey everyone, if you're running a WooCommerce store, you know that checkout page is everything, right? It's where the sale happens. But what if it's also your biggest weak spot? Today, we're going to talk about how to lock down your checkout and protect your business from some really costly problems.
Let me ask you something. Are you just tired of those fraudulent chargebacks? You know, the ones with completely baseless claims that just leave you shaking your head? It is a massive headache for online store owners. And trust me, you are not alone.
All right, first things first, let's dive into the scourge of chargebacks. This is a tactic that can seriously bleed your business dry, especially, and I mean especially, if you're selling digital goods.
You know, the reason behind it is just so frustratingly simple. A customer buys your product, they get it, and then they just call their bank and ask for their money back. It's basically a loophole they exploit to get your hard work for absolutely nothing.
So, how do they pull this off? Well, it usually comes down to a few nasty tactics. They'll open disputes without any real reason, knowing that the system, a lot of the time, kind of favors them. And like I said, if you're in the digital products game, you are a prime target because proving delivery isn't always cut and dry.
But listen, it's not just about customers trying to get a freebie. Now we've got to talk about something even more dangerous: straight-up payment fraud. This is a real threat that goes way beyond just losing a single sale.
You have to understand, your checkout page can be a magnet for criminals. They use it for something called carding. That's where they test thousands of stolen credit card numbers to see which ones still work. They can also just flood your store with spam and fake orders, which, just creates total chaos for your business.
And this brings us to the biggest danger of all, the ultimate risk. If you have too many chargebacks or fraudulent transactions, your payment processors, we're talking Stripe, PayPal, you name it, they're going to flag your account. And losing one of those, for most online businesses, that is literally game over.
Okay, so enough of the doom and gloom. We've laid out the problems. Now, let's talk about the solution. How do you actually defend your checkout page? Well, this is where our Geolocation solution from CODARAB comes into play. The tool is called CODARAB Disable Payment Method by Country. And what it does is actually pretty brilliant in its simplicity. It's a smart WooCommerce plugin that lets you hide certain payment options from customers who are visiting from specific countries, all based on their IP address. And look, this isn't just some random plugin. We're a CODARAB dev. We live and breathe WooCommerce payment solutions and risk management. We actually built this tool because we were in the trenches, fighting this exact kind of fraud ourselves, so we know it works.
And you know what the best part is? Powerful protection doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a degree in cybersecurity to use this. You can add this incredibly effective layer of security to your store in just a couple of minutes.
No, I'm serious. Look how easy this is. 1. You install the plugin. 2. You pick a country that you've noticed is a source of risky orders. And 3. You just choose which payment gateway, like your credit card processor, you want to block for people in that country. That's it. You're done.
And this right here, this shows you the immediate impact. On the left, before our plugin, a customer from a country known for fraud sees every single payment option. But on the right, after you flip that switch, that same customer visits your store and poof, the high-risk payment methods are just gone. They're completely invisible. No opportunity for fraud, plain and simple. So you can see this is about so much more than just stopping a few bad transactions. This is about you taking a proactive step. It's about you securing the long-term health and the future of your online business. Really, it all boils down to this one simple idea. You have to protect your payment processor accounts to ensure the longevity of your business. Because let's be honest, without the ability to take payments, you don't really have a business at all. So the real question is, are you ready to stop just reacting to these problems after they happen and start proactively defending your revenue? It's time to stop the bleeding and protect everything you've worked so hard to build.
You can take back control of your checkout security right now. Go ahead and download the CODARAB plugin. The link is waiting for you in the description below. Add that essential layer of protection to your WooCommerce store today. Thanks for watching.